To wear a mask, to not wear a mask seems to be the ultimate question of liberty in America these days. We all want happy, healthy Americans who are able to have the autonomy and the freedom to go about their daily lives. Wearing masks is not a gateway drug to socialism. It is possible to both defend liberty and defend community metrics. So what we're going to do today, I put a bunch of natural disasters, general bad things that could happen to people into a little container. Who would win, libertarianism or natural selection? Number 1. Lions, tigers, oh my. For the longest time, early humans were prey. We would like hide in trees. And at some point we learned to work together to conquer our natural environment. That we didn't just like get taken one by a pack of lions. Libertarians would have lost to lions and tigers. Meteor shower attack! Woo! This would suck kind of under all conditions. I feel like this one doesn't really matter what your political preference is or your liberty philosophy, because if it's a giant meteor hitting Earth and destroying all the dinosaurs and humans, then it doesn't really matter how big a wall you built. How would libertarians handle Japanese internment camps? Okay, this is so sad. Japanese internment camps were horrible. They're largely the result of an overbearing government. The extent of kind of fascism that existed is something that the Libertarian Party is actively fighting against. I think if you look at maybe modern day interpretations of internment camps, they exist in our prison systems. I'll give this one to the Libertarians because they're intellectually right on this one. Okay, so this one is, how would Libertarians take on when Thanos snaps his finger? Hashtag Captain America, hashtag Iron Man. So the bad guy was Thanos, so the good guy was Thanos. He thought he was a good guy. He's gonna put on this really bedazzled glove like Michael Jackson, snap his fingers, then all of a sudden half the world will disappear and therefore the other half will be happier. If you think about this in the terms of liberty versus community health, right? It's his liberty to snap his fingers and do a little jig and have everyone GTFO. I feel like there's gotta be a caveat in the libertarian platform that's like, you can't kill people. Learn more about the platform. The Libertarian Party says you can't sacrifice the liberty of other people. So I feel like liberty with an asterisk. People are already in agreement that there's a balance between individual liberty and community metrics. Thanos' snapping his finger just proves that point. Next, we've got Britney conservatorship. Hashtag free Britney. This might be one of the few cases where libertarians and the gays are on the same page. You have to fundamentally believe in Britney's individual liberty. I think libertarians are onto something here. Free Britney. Okay, next one. Ooh, global warming. Global warming is something that feels so far away. A libertarian can lead a happy life for a while, pretending like global warming isn't a thing. But then once global warming's like, they're toast. The burned toast variety. We cannot solve global warming without the community coming together. Okay, up next we've got an ice age. Being a libertarian in an ice age might help you in the beginning because you'll survive. But then at some point you'll be like, I'm alone in an ice cube. We gotta work together in the face of an ice age, just like we gotta work together in the face of global warming. It was meant to be last. Global pandemic. America took a liberty-first approach to handling the pandemic. We didn't require masks. Even Donald Trump is wearing masks now, right? If we were to implement a universal mask mandate, we could be done with this pandemic in a month. Is it more important to protect one person's liberty or to protect the sum of liberty in a community? It's like this intersection of community-oriented policy and libertarianism, this notion of the sum of American liberty. If wearing a mask reduces your individual liberty by 1%, but not wearing a mask is going to reduce 50% of the population's liberty by 50%, it makes sense to sacrifice some people's 1% in order to maximize the amount of liberty in America. If I really just am mad because I believe if I give up that 1%, all of a sudden it becomes 2% and then 4% and 8%, it's very like high school debate. This idea that if you give up 1% of your liberty, all of a sudden you're going to result in like a total fascist state where no one has any liberty. We can both recognize American liberty matters and recognize that America as a community matters. If we can't have an honest conversation, we're going to be stuck in a competitive political environment in perpetuity. We will never be able to come together and create an American future that we all relate to. Thanks so much.